This is Nassella tenuissima or Stipa tenuissima, Mexican feathergrass or Texas needlegrass, a couple of different names there, but most commonly called Nassella tenuissima if you're looking for it in nurseries. So this is an evergreen grass, perennial grass. It gets 1 to 2 feet tall and wide, usually used in groupings as you can see here, and hardy to about 15 degrees Fahrenheit is what I read. It is evergreen, can be cut down to the ground to clean it up after it does this flowering that you're seeing here. This is shot in early August, by the way. The flowering time is early summer through fall, and that's when you're going to get the golden brown flowers on there. Here you see them about to open up, so these are kind of the flower heads. See this amber tone here? These aren't fully open, and here's the grass when it's just starting to set seeds at the top of the head, but nice light green and very fine texture is what it's known for, so because of that, it moves very elegantly in the wind. And I think the biggest design way I've seen these used is near the seaside, downtown San Francisco by the water. They've got a planting there right by the Bay Bridge that has hundreds of those used in mass, and in the wind and at night with the light around them, it's a really beautiful display. So one of the big things to know about this is maintenance. You know, if you just ask me, well, how's the maintenance on this? I'd say it's low. You really want to leave it year-round. It's evergreen, but I'd say after it's done its flowering, these seed heads are going to get a little ratty looking, and the way I see it treated that I think makes the most sense is they come in and they deadhead it. So they're going to cut it almost to the ground, let the grass, the green leaves come back up until the next season's flowering. But that said, here's where the high maintenance can come in, and whether you really want to consider using this or not. This freely seeds itself, and to the point that in California it's considered a noxious weed by one of the agricultural agencies. So you don't want to put this in a place where it can kind of escape and start invading other areas. So be aware of that as a designer, and ask yourself if, and you know, a lot of grasses, that's just the deal. This is how they survive and evolved in nature. These are from the southwestern areas of the United States. That's where the Texas needlegrass comes from, the name. And as a result, they're survivors. So when you get a grass like that or any other perennial, you're going to get something that may give you a run for your money, and you really want to consider whether that's a smart idea to use it depending on what your circumstance is. So wanted to make you aware of that. In terms of water, this is very drought resistant once it's established. I will say that the ones that I see that get better water are almost twice the size of those that are barely getting any water. So water and nutrients are going to make this a happier plant. It prefers good drainage, and the deer leave this one alone. So it's a great plant again in the right place, but because of this unique fine texture, it looks like hair moving in the wind. But again, just want to make sure you're not putting it in a place where it can become a pest for you or the client that you're using it for. So that's what I can tell you about Stipa tenuissima or Nassella tenuissima, Mexican feathergrass or Texas needlegrass. Beautiful little grass, but be careful where you use it if you choose to. And I typically would show you some companion plants with this, but this is more of its own play. I don't use this a lot in companion with other plants because it has such a unique character. A lot of times we're using this in smaller groupings kind of unto itself. Enjoy.